Hey y'all, welcome back to Mike and Lakaija's channel, Long and Strong, about healthy relationships.
What's going on, everybody?
So first of all, we want to thank y'all so much for subscribing. We're finally at 50 subscribers. We hope that you guys have been enjoying our content and have been learning more about healthy relationships. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop them in the chat below. And also feel free to like our videos and have your friends and family, whoever, subscribe to our channel if you think that we're giving out good content.
Please make comments. I want to reply back to them.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about sensitivity / soft spots / triggering points. So how I want to ask that, babe, is what is something that in a relationship that can trigger you, or what is something you're sensitive to? Like if I did something that that wouldn't sit right with you.
Besides the norm, of the line of cheating, which we talked about in the episode before, but I don't believe that there's anything that would trigger me, because I think everybody does something or what they do for a reason. In my opinion, people do things because they mean it. So, you can come back and say sorry because you figured out that it was wrong or whatnot, but I don't really get triggered on what people do or what a partner does.
You don't have any sensitive or soft areas that you feel like are just kind of touchy for you?
Nah, I'm going to accept you for what you are, good or the bad. I either like it or I don't. And I can't change it if I don't like it.
Okay, so with that being said, if I were to say something that you realize was like triggering, as like far as something that happened in a past relationship that made you aware that you didn't like that or something like that, how would you approach me about it? Because I feel like, yeah.
I would come up to you and ask you about the situation, but I'm not looking for you, because you obviously did it because you felt, I guess, that you had to do it or that you wanted to do it. If that was your opinion that you did it, so I could be inquisitive to know why you did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I would be able to expect you to change, I guess. I don't know if change is the right word. Or to say sorry, I guess. Maybe that's the right word.
I think change is a good word, because if I did something you didn't like, I would want you to tell me so that I cannot do it again, because I feel like what you feel in our relationship is important to me. So if I did something that triggers you or something you didn't like, I think that you should definitely talk to me about it, and I will work on never doing that again, because I care about your feelings, and that's how we're going to build a solid and healthy relationship. That even if you don't feel like, oh, it's not worth talking about it because she ain't going to never change, or that's just who she is, I don't think that you should. I can't tell you what to think, but I just feel like us building a partnership, I feel like I don't want you to ever feel like, oh, I can't say nothing because it don't matter. It absolutely does matter to me, because I want to be sensitive to your feelings and your soft spots, and I want you to be able to express that to me so that I can work on not ever doing that again and making sure that we, don't break connection. Because who knows, you might have thought something, you didn't say nothing, and then all of a sudden our relationship is deteriorating because that thought is burning in the back of your mind that you never brought it up.
I could agree with that. But what if it's something that you don't agree with that was wrong?
Like if you did something, I was like, man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like if you did something to me,
yeah,
you was like, what?
First of all, I personally, I would never tell you that that's your perception is wrong, because how you perceived what happened to you are your feelings and how you perceived it. And I should be woman enough to understand that just because I don't see nothing wrong with it, if you saw something wrong with it, then I need to be able to address and ask you, you know, why. I don't even have to ask you why, because asking why is invalidating your feelings still. So I just need to accept that, okay, I hurt his feelings, or I did something triggering. He doesn't like that, and I'm going to make sure I don't do it again, because if you did something to me, I would expect you to not do it again, because if you're going to do it again and it's going to hit another soft spot, then that's going to create tension, and I don't want us to have tension. Of course, all relationships are going to have their bad days and whatever the case may be, but if we can do our best to prevent those days and to consistently stay healthy and strong in our relationship, then I'm going to do what you asked me to do, especially if you approach me the right way about it. You know, like, you don't come at me like, you did this and blah, blah, blah. Like, no. If you can have a conversation with me, I can have a conversation with you, and I will be sensitive to your feelings, and I will move differently next time, and know that what I did was not appropriate and it did not make you feel okay.
Even if you don't think that it was wrong.
Even if I don't think that it was wrong, I still have to accept that you felt that it was wrong. Just because I don't think it's wrong don't mean I'm going to be like, well, I don't see nothing wrong with it. That right there, that's rude, first of all. It's also disrespectful. It's also invalidating. It also doesn't create a good space for us. For me to not validate your feelings and to not understand why you thought it was wrong. And if I did feel some way still about, well, I'm still right, I would never say that, though. I just couldn't see myself saying that. But if in my mind I still...
That's what you feel, then that's what you feel.
Yeah, but then I guess I wouldn't just sit and feel with it. I would ask you, okay, would you be able to explain to me why you thought it was wrong? And then you would give me a reason, and I have no choice but to accept that. And even if I didn't accept it, I still would not move forward and keep doing that thing you asked me not to do if you said that it was something that was touchy for you. I guess that's just the type of woman I am. Like, some women might not give a crap. Like, you a man, suck it up, whatever. That's not how I feel. I feel like, man or woman, we are in a relationship. We're creating something to build for life. And if for the rest of my life I can do things to avoid hurting your feelings or be sensitive to your feelings, I will do that. Because that's how much I care for you.
A lot of women don't think that way, I don't think.
Yeah, they don't. But I think a lot of where I've grown up a lot relationship-wise is, for one, I am in school to be a psychologist. So I learned a lot of techniques, and I learned how to build, good, solid relationships and good rapport with people. And so I think that plays a lot into how we carry out a healthy relationship. And because I've always had the mindset of treating people how I want to be treated, even before I started going to school for this. It's just, I'm going to treat you how you treat me. And so if I don't want you doing things that hurt my feelings, I'm not going to do things that hurt your feelings. Whether I think they were wrong or not, if you ask me not to do something, I'm going to not do it. And that's going to be that.
That's understood.
Cool. Oh, so I guess I should answer the question now. So I guess for me, something that is like a soft spot for me, or that's really triggering for me, is like when people like yell at me or like demand me to do things. And not like just anybody, like a teacher or random person on the streets. Like, I don't really care about those people. Or not, whatever, y'all know what I mean. But like, if my man is like yelling at me, it makes me feel some type of way. And I will say that for one, it's triggering, because if you're yelling at me, it's going to be my natural reaction to yell back at you. And I've grown up to the point where I can just be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just walk away before it gets there. But if it's like excessive, I might have a reaction. And I don't want to create that type of space for us. And so I would walk away, but I don't want to get to a point where we're walking away from each other during times of where we shouldn't get to that point, because you know that yelling at me is a trigger for me. So hopefully you just wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't yell anyway.
Yeah, I think we both are like that. We don't yell, we don't cause scenes. We're not super over dramatic about stuff. So that's where I find myself safe with you, because you don't yell anyways, and I'm sensitive to yelling when it comes to a partner. Because it's just like, you're supposed to care for me and protect my feelings, but now you're talking down on me and you're making me feel less than, and that hurts my feelings. So,
like if you were to yell at me, I'm going to sit there and just look at you. That's what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to just sit there and look at you. And then when you're done, I'm going to be like, okay, she got that out. I ain't going to say anything to escalate the situation. Let her do her. Then you probably think that that probably would make you more angry, though.
Me personally. But alright, y'all. If y'all have any questions, comments, drop them below. Feel free to like this video. Also, please tell your friends about us if you feel like we've been helping and giving good advice. Thank y'all for listening today. Hope y'all it's Monday, so have a fantastic week, and we're going to see y'all on Wednesday.
Shout out to our 50 subscribers.
Yes, thank y'all so much. Love you guys. All right, I'm going to pray us out. All right, God, we hope that what we have said today has been able to help people communicate on a healthier level, and that what we have said has not offended anybody, but has helped people come to realizations about their relationships and helps them be able to talk to one another and have open dialogue. And then we also hope that people have a fantastic week this week. Amen.
Amen.
Deuces, gooses. Mwah.